Hello everyone. You need to listen attentively so you can see how we're going to do it. 20 to the power of x squared equals 5.4 to the power of x. So if you want to do this, so what you're going to do, let's start from, you're going to introduce logarithm to the both side of the equation. We're going to have log of what? Log of 20 to the power of x squared then equals log of 5. Alright, multiply by 4 to the power of x. Alright, so from there, from the law of logarithm, so this power here, you have to come down here. Are you getting it? So we're going to have x squared log what? Log 20 then equals, then also from the law of logarithm, so when you have this log of a multiplied by b, you know that is going to be log a plus log b. All right, so that is what we're going to use here. We're going to use that here. We use this here. Are you getting it? All right, so let's move on. So we're going to see that this is going to be log 5 plus what? Plus log 4 to the power of x. Square log 20 plus log 5 plus this. So we're going to have x squared log 20 then equals log 5 then plus x log what? Log 4. Are you following? Alright. The next thing we're going to do is that we are going to transpose this, okay, to the left hand side. So we're going to have x squared log 20, okay, minus x log 20, sorry, log 4. Then I will transpose this also to this left hand side. Are you getting it? So that will turn to negative what? Negative log 5. Negative log 5. Then everything will turn to 0. Alright, so from here, so we can see that we are having this now to be something like this. Let me rearrange this. So I can have this to now be log 20 x squared minus log 4 x then minus log 5, which is equal to 0. Now what are we here? Using quadratic equation, using quadratic formula. So here our a is going to be log 20, b is going to be minus log 4, then c is going to be minus log what? Log 5. Are you following? Alright, so let's bring the quadratic formula. So we know we have the quadratic formula to be minus b plus or minus. Then we have b squared minus 4ac. Understood? Then all divided by what? All divided by 2a. So we're going to have x to be equal to, what is our b? B is minus, then minus what? Log 4, then plus or minus, then the square root of what? The square root of b squared, that is what? That is minus log 4 all squared minus 4, okay, times what is a? A is log 20. Then we have what? We have the c to be minus log what? Minus log 5. Are you following? So now the next thing we're going to have, we have this to be 2 times what? What is a? A is log 20. We have 2 log 20. Okay, so we move on. So we're going to have x is equals to log what? Log 4 plus or minus, and this is going to be, so we're going to have log 4. We're going to have what? We're going to have log 4 all squared, then minus, that is this minus this minus and this minus will affect each other, so it's going to turn to positive. Okay, so we're going to have what? We're going to have plus what? Plus 4 log what? Log 20 log what? Log 5. That is multiplication in between them. Are you following? Then divided by 2 log 20. Okay, so now we move on. We're going to have x equals. So now from there, the next thing we're going to do is that we are going to have log 4 plus or minus the square root of the log 4 squared. You can write it as log 4 all squared. Okay, plus 4 into bracket. This log 20 here, this log 20 here can be written as log, can be written as log 4 plus log 5 from the law of indices. They are multiplied by log 5, then divided by 2 log 20. Okay, so now we move on. We're going to have x will be equals log what? Log 4. Okay, plus or minus. Now we're going to have what? We're going to have this to be log 4 all to the power of 2. Okay, plus 4 log 4 log 5, then plus log 5 all to the power of 2 divided by 2 log 20. X equals log 4 plus or minus. So now here, if you look at this, here, so that is perfect square. Okay, perfect square quadratic. That is when you have something like a plus b all square. This will give us a squared plus 2ab plus what? Plus b squared. That is perfect square. So that is what we are going to use there. So a is going to be log 4 and b is going to be 2 log 4 to 2 log 5. So we're going to have this to be the square roots, okay, of everything there. We're going to be log 4 plus what? Plus 2 log 5, then all square, all divided by what? 2a. So sorry, all divided by 2 log 20. X equals log 4 plus or minus this. We cancel this. We're going to have log 4, okay, plus 2 log 5, then divided by 2 log 20. X equals what? Log 4 plus, taking plus first, the plus is going to multiply, that's in positive sign, we multiply everything. We have log 4 plus 2 log 5, okay, divided by 2 log 20. That is what? That is case what? Case 1. So for positive, I get enough for positive when x is what? When x is positive. I mean, yes, for positive when x is greater than 0. So we have that. So we're going to have what? We're going to have x is going to be log 4 plus log 4, log 4 plus log 4. That will give us 2 log 4. So we're going to have 2 log 4 plus 2 log 5 divided by 2 log what? 20. Are you getting it? So now moving on. So we're going to have x equals, now 2 log 4 plus 2 log 5. To have this like log this 2 will come here, becomes the power. This 2 here will come here, become the power of 5. So we're going to have 2 log 4 raised to power 2. We have log 4 raised to power what? 4 raised to power 2. Alright, plus log 5 raised to power 2. Then divided by this one also, the down one is going to be log 20 to the power of 2. Alright, so from there, so we're going to have x to be equals log of what? 16 plus log of 5 to the power of 2 will give us 25. Then divided by log of 20 raised to power 2 is what? Is 400. Okay, we have 400 is equal to what? Log 16 plus log 25. So 16 times 25, that will give us log what? Log 400. Then divide by what? Log 400. So from there, we're going to have what? We're going to have the value of x. So our x is going to be what? Is going to be 1. Because this cancel this, we're going to have 1. So we have what? We have one of the solution to be that. So now let's take the case 2. Case 2. Case 2. Okay. The case 2 is when x is negative. So we are going to pick it from here when x is negative. So here we are going to put what from here. So we are going to take the negative side. Alright, so taking the negative side, so what are you going to have? So we are going to have the case 2 when x is what? When x is negative, that is less than 0. So now when x is less than 0, so we're going to have it to be x is going to be log what? Log 4. Are you getting it? Minus into bracket what? Into bracket log 4 plus 2 log 5. So that is what we have there. Okay, if you check, let's check, you see that that's what we have there. So here, where I marked here, this place. Okay, that's what we have there. Alright, so moving on, we're going to have what? We're going to have now divided by what? Divided by 2 what? Log 20. Log 20. So now we're going to have the x is going to be log 4 minus times this, we're going to have minus log 4, then minus times this, we're going to have minus 2 log 5, all divided by what? Log 20. Alright, so from there, so we're going to have x to be equals log 4. Sorry, this will cancel each other because log 4 minus log 4 will give us 0. So we're going to have what? We're going to have minus 2 log 5, then divided by 2 log what? Log 20. Are you getting it? So from there, the next thing we're going to do 2 log 20. So sorry, here we have 2. Let's go back to, if you go back to what we have up there, so we have 2 log 2 in under, 2 log 2 under, this is it. 2 log 2 is here, so we need to put it there. So we've omitted it, so we go there. So we've omitted it, so we have to put it here. We put the 2 here, we have 2 here, 2 will be here. So finally we have x to be, so now you can see that here these 2, we cancel these 2, we're going to have minus log 5, then divided by what? Divided by log 20. Alright, so that is where we're going to stop, and that's our solution. Okay, so let's quickly check and see what we have, whether it's right or not. So now checking, if you check this now, so we have our solution to be our equation to be 20x to the power of 2 then equals 5 4 to the power of x. Now here, when x what? For x equals 1, we got, so I'm going to have 20 1 squared equals 5.4 to the power of 1. So 1 squared is same thing as 1. 20 raised to the power 1, we have 20 equals what? 5 times 4 to the power of 1. That is what? That is 20. Are you getting it now? So that is the solution to the problem. So now you can also check this one also to see whether it also satisfied. And that's going to be the end of the class. If you enjoyed this class, kindly share to your friends so that you can learn from this. Like, Then subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit on the bell icon so that you'll be notified anytime we upload a new content. Thank you. Bye bye.